welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday night and we are gonna be whipping up a healthy, delicious chicken paprikash. And so this is packed with flavor, but it's not super spicy. So often when you start getting some of the Indian dishes, they can be a little bit spicier. This you can certainly make spicier, but it is kid approved, kids can eat it, and it is delicious. So if you want to see how to make a healthy, savory, flavor-packed chicken paprikash, keep on watching. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up while you're watching. And so, and save it if you want this recipe. By the way, super easy to make ahead of time. You can make this a day ahead of time. You can get all the ingredients prepped. You can make it and reheat it. It's just a really delicious, easy dish. And so I have a large pan. You can either start with like a wok pan or a soup pan. You don't want to use like a frying pan. You want to have something that can hold some volume. This recipe makes 8 servings. You can cut it in half if you only want 4 servings, but how we're going to make it, it's going to make 8 servings. We have a family of 5, and so I love the fact that it makes 8 servings, and we have leftovers for lunch or dinner the next day. And so the first thing we're going to start with is I have somewhere here, I have 4 tablespoons of butter. So we're gonna melt 4 tablespoons of butter in our pan, and I'm gonna shift you down so you can see what we're doing. So I just turned my oven on medium-high heat, and I have 4 tablespoons of butter that we're going to put right into the pan here. While this butter is melting, you're going to chop 4 cups of onions, and I like them to be thin slices just like this. So 4 cups of onion. I use Vidalia onion. It can be white onion, but I just slice them very thin slices, just like that, okay? So 4 cups of onion. We're gonna add that in a moment. I also have 4 cups of diced tomatoes, as well as 6 cloves of crushed garlic, diced garlic, minced garlic. So 4 cups of onions, 4 cups of tomatoes, 6 cloves of garlic as our butter melts. Our butter is almost melted, so we're gonna go ahead and add them in. Just dump them in. Dump the garlic in. And I'm gonna let these cook for about a minute or 2 on their own, and then I'm gonna add the tomato. The onions have been cooking for about 2 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and add our 4 cups of tomatoes, and we're gonna let this cook for another 5 minutes. So this is gonna saute for 5 minutes. Now we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of flour to our vegetable mixture. And we're just going to mix this in and cook for another 3 to 5 minutes. You see how the veggies and flour starts to thicken. We have about 30 seconds left. Okay, we have 4 tablespoons of sweet paprika going in. We have 1 teaspoon of like a sea salt type or a Himalayan pink salt. And we're just gonna mix this combined. See what that looks like? It now looks like a red, and it's very thick. The consistency is very thick. Okay, I have 3 cups of chicken broth. We're gonna add in. I have 1/2 of a cup of fat-free sour cream that we're also gonna add in. We're going to combine this really well and just bring it to a boil or a simmer. Okay, once this has started to simmer, we have 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast chunked up into bite-sized pieces. And we are gonna go ahead and add that to our mixture right here. So slide that in, give it a good stir, get the chicken spread out. So the chicken is all spread out in there, and we're gonna let this simmer here for about 30 minutes. Let the chicken cook, let all the flavors melt together. 30 to 35 minutes, this sauce will thicken. We want it on a medium-low heat, and we're just gonna let it be, checking it occasionally. Here it is. It looks similar to a curry, if you've ever had curry. It's been simmering for about 30 minutes, and then the sauce has thickened, and we are going to let it sit here and maybe cool for about 5 minutes. And inside of this pot, this is 8 servings. Each serving, so this is like a big, I mean, you can see this is a big pot. Each serving is 361 calories. If you use the containers, it's 1 green, 1.5 reds, and 1.5 teaspoons. This is pretty hearty. And I'm gonna show you our favorite ways to plate it, but it is done. It smells so delicious. So, several ways that you can serve or eat this dish. You can eat it over rice, which is how we're gonna eat it tonight. We're gonna just eat it over, this is 2 servings of rice. This would be 1 serving of rice, and we're just gonna eat it over the rice. You could also do it if you're looking for a healthier option. You could do it over veggie rice. You could do it over zucchini noodles. You could do it over, you could mix it with like some pasta if you wanted to. You could even chunk up some zucchini. If you chunk up some zucchini, and you roast it, this is really good over that as well. And so this has a lot of different ways. And if you're really looking to do this you want to cook some healthy Indian cuisine for some guests, get some crusty bread or some bread and you could eat alongside of it. And so we're gonna go ahead and plate this up over rice, which is my family's favorite way to eat it. That's their favorite way. It's actually my favorite way to eat it too. But if I, like literally, even if I'm not having carbs for dinner, if you're doing low carb or if you've already had your carbs for the day, you could almost eat this like a soup, or again, over some cauliflower rice, or, you know, hearts of palm, like that, how they rice that up or they make that into pasta. That's actually my second favorite way to eat it, is that way. And so 363 calories, and this is a hearty meal. So let me go ahead and plate it up and show it to you. So we have our rice, and we're going to, there we go. That would be a serving. And then for my kids, we normally just put it, they prefer theirs on the side, so we would just ladle it on the side. They can mix it up however you like it. And the rest is gonna go in the fridge for dinner tomorrow, or you can actually freeze it. It's really delicious frozen. And so there we go. Healthy, delicious, low calorie chicken paprikash coming at you. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you enjoyed this healthy version of chicken paprikash, trying to bring some different cuisines at you. I love Indian food. I love Thai food. I love Mexican food, American food as well, but I thought we would have some fun here on the channel. We would mix it up and bring you some Indian cuisine that is all the flavor, but a fraction of the calories. And so enjoy. Make sure if you make this on social media, you tag us, and let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want to see us make. Before you leave, make sure if you haven't, you have smashed the like button, and we will be back next Tuesday, same time, same place. We'll see you then.